Hear the word Hollywood, what comes to your mind? The flashing lights of Hollywood, the legendary sign sitting high above Los Angeles blockbuster movies, breaking records at the box office, red carpets filled with A-list celebrities, and billion-dollar franchises that dominate global screens. For decades, Hollywood has been the ultimate symbol of entertainment power. It has shaped global pop culture, defined beauty standards, influenced fashion, exported American storytelling to almost every corner of the world. Now, let me ask you something bold. What if I told you that in the United States, in India, and in the Philippines, three completely different entertainment markets, a Korean boy band has shaken that dominance? What if I told you that in these countries, one group can spark more online chaos, more emotional loyalty, and more social media engagement than most Hollywood films combined? Yes, we're talking about BTS RAS. And this isn't just fan hype. This is data. This is culture. This is impact. So sit back, Buzz and Tea family, because today we're diving deep into why BTS is bigger than Hollywood in the USA, India, and the Philippines, and why this shift is one of the most powerful cultural revolutions of our time. First, let's talk about the United States, the literal home of Hollywood. For decades, America exported its culture outward. Hollywood films dominated theaters in Asia, Europe, Africa, everywhere. American celebrities set global trends. Winning an Oscar meant you made it. Breaking into Hollywood meant global fame. But then something unexpected happened. Seven Korean boys under a relatively small company called Big Hit Entertainment, now known as Hybe, entered the American market. Not through English language films, not through Western collaborations at first, but through Korean music. And instead of adapting fully to Hollywood standards, they brought their own identity. When BTS appeared at the Billboard Music Awards in 2017 and won Top Social Artist, something shifted. That wasn't just a trophy, that was a message. American fans had voted massively, loudly, passionately. And suddenly, the industry realized this wasn't a niche fandom. This was an unstoppable digital force. Hollywood films rely heavily on marketing budgets, studio distribution, and theater releases. BTS relied on fans, on social media, on connection, on authenticity. When BTS performed at the American Music Awards and later at the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, ratings spiked. Social media exploded. Trending topics worldwide were dominated by one name, BTS. Ask yourself, when was the last time a Hollywood actor's talk show appearance shut down Twitter globally? Now let's talk numbers. BTS became the first Korean group to top the Billboard Hot 100, not once, multiple times. Songs like Dynamite, Butter, and Permission to Dance weren't just hits, they were cultural moments. Dynamite debuted at #1, something even many American artists struggle to achieve. Hollywood may control cinema, but BTS controls engagement. In America, movie box office numbers matter. But in the digital era, engagement equals power. BTS dominates YouTube premieres. They break Twitter records. They trend on TikTok within minutes. Hollywood releases a trailer. It trends for a day. BTS drops a concept photo. It trends worldwide for hours. And let's not forget their stadium tours. When BTS performed at SoFi Stadium in California, they sold out 4 nights. That's over 200,000 fans, without relying on an American origin story. That's not just popularity. That's loyalty. Now let's shift to India, one of the largest entertainment markets in the world. India has Bollywood, a film industry that produces more movies per year than Hollywood. Indian audiences are deeply loyal to their local stars. So how did a Korean group break into that market? Through relatability. BTS speaks openly about mental health, academic pressure, societal expectations, themes that deeply resonate with Indian youth. Songs like Spring Day and Black Swan connect emotionally beyond language barriers. In India, Hollywood movies perform well. Marvel films do big numbers. But BTS? BTS commands organized streaming parties at midnight. Indian army members trend hashtags for birthdays, anniversaries, achievements. Fan bases organize charity projects in BTS's name, building libraries, feeding communities. Tell me, when was the last time fans of a Hollywood actor built schools in their name in India? BTS's influence in India isn't limited to music. It's fashion, it's Korean language learning, it's skincare trends, it's food curiosity. Suddenly, Korean culture isn't foreign, it's desirable. And now the Philippines. If you know anything about Filipino pop culture, you know music is life. The Philippines has one of the most active social media populations in the world. Twitter trends? Filipino fans dominate them. And BTS? They rule Filipino timelines. When BTS releases a teaser at midnight KST, Filipino fans stay awake. When a member goes live, engagement skyrockets. When enlistment news drop, Filipino army trends dominated globally. Hollywood films premiere in Manila, but BTS content trends daily. Filipino fans don't just consume BTS, they defend them, celebrate them, promote them. Fan events fill malls. Birthday cafes are decorated with banners and photos. Donation drives are organized under the name Army Philippines. And here's the key difference. Hollywood sells stories. BTS sells connection. Hollywood actors often maintain distance. Carefully curated interviews, PR-managed statements. BTS, they do live streams. They laugh. They cry. They argue playfully. They show vulnerability. Through platforms like Weverse, BTS communicates directly with fans. No middleman, no studio filter. That accessibility creates emotional investment. Let's talk about cultural impact. Hollywood represents Western dominance. For years, global beauty standards leaned Western. English was the main language of global pop success. BTS challenged that. They sang mostly in Korean and still topped US charts. They delivered speeches at the United Nations Fair. They were invited to the White House to discuss anti-Asian hate. Pause for a second. When was the last time a boy band was invited to discuss social issues at the White House? This is bigger than entertainment. This is soft power. South Korea's cultural influence, often called Hallyu, expanded massively because of BTS. Tourism increased. Korean language enrollments rose. Global brands chased Korean ambassadors. Hollywood once symbolized the dream. BTS symbolizes a globalized dream. In the USA, fans camp outside award shows not for actors, but for BTS glimpses. In India, fans save money for albums instead of cinema tickets. In the Philippines, birthday billboards for BTS members appear across cities. And let's talk fandom structure. ARMY is organized, strategic, digital savvy. They understand charts, they understand algorithms, they coordinate streaming, voting, fundraising. Hollywood audiences? Mostly passive consumers. BTS fans are active participants. That's power. Now let's address something important. Is BTS literally bigger than Hollywood's entire industry financially? No. Hollywood studios still generate billions. But culturally, digitally, emotionally, in these three markets, BTS commands a level of influence that rivals, and sometimes surpasses, Hollywood icons. When Leonardo DiCaprio posts on Instagram, it trends. But when Jungkook goes live unexpectedly, millions join instantly. When a Marvel trailer drops, it's massive. But when BTS announces a comeback, global servers crash. Hollywood builds franchises. BTS built a universe, music videos connected by storylines, symbolism, theories that fans analyze for years. And here's the most important part: representation. For Asian Americans in the US, BTS's success broke barriers. Seeing Korean artists top American charts challenged stereotypes. In India and the Philippines, it showed that global dominance doesn't have to come from the West. BTS proved language isn't a barrier, authenticity isn't a weakness, vulnerability isn't a flaw. Let's make this interactive. Buzz and T family, think about your timeline. When BTS drops content, do you see more reactions than a Hollywood trailer? When they speak, does it feel more personal than a scripted award speech? Have you ever felt emotionally attached to a movie studio the way fans feel attached to BTS? That emotional bond is the difference. Hollywood created stars. BTS created belonging. In the United States, India, and the Philippines, young people aren't just watching, they're participating. They're streaming, voting, translating, defending, creating fan art, organizing projects. That's not passive entertainment. That's a movement. And even during their military service hiatus, the brand didn't fade. Solo projects thrived. Streams continued. Fan engagement stayed high. The anticipation for a full group reunion? Unmatched. Hollywood franchises pause and audiences move on. BTS pauses and anticipation grows. That's legacy. So when we say BTS is bigger than Hollywood in these countries, we're not dismissing decades of cinema history.